Hey, welcome to another episode of Financial Theory. Let's talk today about why your job alone is keeping you poor. So here's the thing, guys. Your job is not the problem, but staying there forever is. So let me explain something to you. Your day job is the foundation wealth is built on. Everything starts with your day job. It pays your bills. It funds your first few investments. It's your launch pad. But here's the hard truth I need you to understand. Your job alone, with nothing else stacked on top of it, is quietly keeping you poor. Not because it's evil, because of how it's structured. Let's break down exactly why. The first reason why your job alone is keeping you poor, your employers care about profit, not you. Now, I've watched a lot of people that I've worked with in the past, they like to kiss up to the boss, and I'm just standing there thinking, why are you doing that? The boss, the owner of the business, they're not your friend. So I never really understood why that is, but some people just like doing that. The sooner you realize that the owner of the business is not your friend, they're there to make money, they're there to make a profit, and that's it. They don't care about you whatsoever. You don't have to take that with bitterness, that's just a fact. So the sooner you stop outsourcing your future to someone whose only real objective is to make money, the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can see the truth. Reason number two why your job alone is keeping you poor, anyone is replaceable and can be fired at any time. I don't care how talented you think you are or how good you think you are at your job, anyone is replaceable. So remember Steve Jobs, if the co-founder of Apple can be voted out of his own company, nobody, and I mean nobody, is safe. Just because you're talented or loyal, no one cares. That's the hard truth. And that's why I've seen a lot of people, they like to climb the corporate ladder, as they say. I honestly feel that's an absolute waste of time. I would prefer to be creating my own success rather than continuing to work for someone else for the rest of my life. But hey, that's just me. And I'm fine with failing over and over again, but I know eventually I will get there. It's about this, having the mentality to keep going when everyone else gives up. Reason number three why your job alone is keeping you poor, when you only have one source of income, you are extremely vulnerable. Now, I'm not anti-job. The problem isn't having a day job. The problem is staying comfortable in that one day job for years, even decades, without ever building anything alongside it. When your job is the only thing you know, it quietly shrinks your world. You stop seeing other opportunities because you've never had a chance to look for them. Your skills, your network, your identity, all of it narrows around one employer, one paycheck, and one point of failure. And this is why I constantly encourage people to find new skills, build new skills, continue to build your knowledge. Instead of watching TV when you get home, when I get home at 6 p.m., I do work. I do more work. I research about stocks. I continue to build my business. I continue to look for new ideas on how to make money. I don't just sit at home watching Netflix and chill like the majority of people. You have to continue to look for new skills and new avenues of making money. Find a new side hustle, create a new business, do something that excites you. Don't just go home and just turn on the TV and watch TV for 5-6 hours. You're wasting your life doing those things. TV is meant to keep you comfortable, and people who are comfortable never grow, they never improve, and that's why they wonder why their lives are staying the same. They're stagnant in life. If you want your life to change, you have to start changing as a person. Reason number four why your job alone is keeping you poor. A day job will never beat an appreciating asset. So most people are trading hours for dollars, but there's a limit to how many hours exist in a day, which means there's a limit to how much a job can ever pay you. Here's the thing, assets don't work that way. Assets continue to create money for you even when you're sleeping. That's the thing I love about buying assets, and I can't stop buying assets. Things like a stock portfolio, rental properties, starting a business. These things will constantly make you money, even when you're not working, even when you're sleeping. And that's the beauty of it. The moment you stop showing up to your job, the income stops instantly. No ceiling on the downside and a hard ceiling on the upside. Now that's a very bad trade. So in the last 12 months alone, my stock portfolio and my properties, including the rental income and dividends, so everything, and the appreciation of the the assets themselves, it grew nearly $400,000 in 12 months. And that's why I keep encouraging people to constantly buy assets, because that's where true wealth is built on. It's not working for someone else. It's when you start accumulating things that make money, like a business, like a stock portfolio, like real estate, even crypto, even though that's a bit more risky. Reason number 5 why your job alone is keeping you poor: climbing the corporate ladder is an absolute waste of time. Now, I've had a lot of people tell me their whole plan: I just need to make it to senior manager, then my salary is going to double. And I never say anything in the moment because it's not my place. But internally, I'm thinking, what happens when you spend 20 years of your life chasing this promotion, and just before you get there, they decide to fire you? What then? You've wasted 20 years trying to get this promotion, and they've given you empty promises, which is a very common thing that employers do. They tell the employees what they want to hear. I'll keep working for me. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. They tell you everything that you want to hear to keep you obedient, to keep you working for them. And for any reason at all, later on down the track, if you're not needed, you're very expendable. You're very replaceable to them. So why commit to someone that's not going to commit back to you? Companies will tell you what you want to hear to keep you compliant, engaged, and staying late hours. It's not a conspiracy, just incentives. So Jim Rohn put it best. He said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Don't burn your best years angling for a title. Build skills outside your work. Trade Netflix at night for 5 hours a week working on something with your name on it. Build a business of your own. Reason number 6 why your job alone is keeping you poor: your income is capped by design, but leverage isn't. So here's the thing: job income is linear. Leverage income is exponential. A job is a time for money trade, and time is capped. You physically cannot work enough hours to out-earn your way to real wealth through a salary alone. Leverage is the alternative. Real estate, stocks, a business you've built and systemized. These keep producing results after you've stopped actively working, so your earnings can grow exponentially without you personally putting in more hours. I don't know about you, but that's the sort of life I want to be living. I want to create a system around my life where my assets are constantly creating money for me, even when I'm off playing golf somewhere, or going for a walk with the dog, or hanging out with my family. You don't want to be married to a business. I can't imagine how bad that would be. If you're doing late nights, spending every waking hour running your business, that sounds like an absolute nightmare. You want to be creating a business where the business starts to make money with or without you. That's the ideal dream scenario. Reason 7, inflation is silently eating your wage. So most people get a small raise every single year, but the problem is inflation usually outgrows wages. So on paper, you think that you're doing better because your wage is increased by $1 or $2. Meanwhile, the cost of living continues to skyrocket. Food skyrockets. Petrol exponentially increases. The cost of medicines, it just goes on and on. The cost of living continues to outpace the small increase in our wages. That's just the truth. Reason number 8 why your job alone is keeping you poor: you're building someone else's dream. Whose dream are you funding with your best hours? Every hour of your peak energy, your sharpest focus, your best ideas goes toward your employer's vision, not yours. By the time you clock off and get home, you're exhausted, too tired to even think about your own goals, let alone act on them. Do the minimum hours required to cover your bills and responsibilities, and protect your remaining energy fiercely. Use it to learn a valuable skill, build a side hustle, or invest in assets that work for you. You cannot build a second life on the leftovers of your first one if you give away everything before you even get home. So this is my personal advice to you. Do the bare minimum to cover your bills and living expenses. Use the rest of your time to continue to seek knowledge, to learn new valuable skill sets, and then you can turn those skills into an actual business that makes money and build the life that you've always dreamed of. Reason number 9 why your job alone is keeping you poor: taxes hit employees the hardest. So as an employee, here's your flow: gross income, tax gets deducted before you even see it, pay as you go, and then you live on what's left. You can claim a few work-related deductions at tax time, but the scope is tight, and it has to be directly tied to earning your income. Your daily commute, your general cost of living, none of that counts. So let's look at the owner of a business now and how they get taxed. So the owner of the business, they earn money and then they spend money on the business and then they get taxed on what's left. So looking at a business owner, their flow is completely different. The gross revenue comes in, the business expenses get paid first, and only the profit that's left over gets taxed. That's the whole game in one sentence. Employees earn, get taxed, and live on what's left. A business owner earns, they spend on the business, and get taxed on what's left. Same three ingredients, completely different order. And the order is worth thousands of dollars a year, every year, compounding for decades. Just that small difference leads to an employee losing thousands of dollars in tax, whereas a business owner gets taxed less severely than an employee. The system is designed this way because business owners create job opportunities. Business owners create money for the economy. And that's why the government tends to give them tax advantages as opposed to an employee. Reason number 10, why your job alone is keeping you poor. Your income stops the moment you do. When you have no leverage, no residual, the machine stops when you stop. Illness, injury, burnout, there's no backup system, no leverage, no residual. The machine only runs when you personally are pushing it. You want to build a system around your income so it still comes in even when you're not actively working. That's the entire point of investing in income generating assets and slowly weaning yourself off your active income. And here's the really cool thing. When your assets start to produce more than your active income, that's when you can comfortably retire without any worries. A lot of people don't think about this, but we all get old and we all get tired, and it will come to the point where your body can no longer work. A lot of people don't think that far into the future. I do. Most people don't even think about what's going to happen in the next year, next 2 years. I constantly think of what's going to happen in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Would you rather be dependent on the government for a payout, or would you rather be living more comfortably knowing that your assets continue to generate money for you every single year and you don't have to worry about money ever again? The second option sounds a lot more appealing to me. Reason 11, why your job alone is keeping you poor. Skills learned at work are often narrow. So you get good at what your employer needs, not necessarily what builds wealth or freedom for you. I can't stress how important this is. And I wish that I had someone to tell me this when I was in my early 20s. Do what you have to survive at work, but outside of work, focus on making yourself more valuable. Learn new valuable skill sets. Stop partying with your friends. That's a waste of time and energy. Focus on building your empire, one skill at a time. Reason number 12, why your job alone is keeping you poor. The golden handcuffs keeps you comfortable enough not to act. A predictable paycheck hitting your account every fortnight feels safe. That's exactly the problem. Comfort is the enemy of urgency. It's just uncomfortable enough to complain about and just comfortable enough that you never actually do anything about it. If you want more, a better life, real financial freedom, you want options, you have to be willing to break out of those golden handcuffs. I understand that a lot of people are just grateful for what they have, and that's fantastic. The foundation of my wealth was built starting from a day job, just like everyone else. But it comes to a point where you think to yourself, I can actually do a lot better. I can become more. And that's really been my goal all along, to do something memorable with my life. By the time my life is nearly over, I will look back and say, I did everything to the best of my ability. I went all out. I left everything on the table and held nothing back. I have no regrets. That's how I want to feel when I'm near the end of my life. When you're near the end of the road and you look back and you go, I didn't take enough chances. And I think that's got to be the worst feeling in the world, when you're near the end of your life and you look back and you say to yourself, I could have tried new things. I could have been more adventurous, but I lacked the confidence to take a risk. And the pain of regret is probably one of the worst feelings out there. So the key message of this video is, the job is the launch pad, not the destination. So just to be clear, I'm not telling you to storm in your boss's office tomorrow and quit. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's how most of us fund our initial investments, our first side hustle, our first steps towards something bigger. bigger. Respect that. Use it. But don't let it become the whole mission. The trap isn't having a job. The trap is staying only there year after year and hoping for a promotion or a raise, thinking that it's going to set you free. It won't. Assets will set you free. Creating a business will set you free. Work harder on yourself than you do your job. And for God's sakes, start today. Don't leave it till tomorrow. Whatever time you have left after your 9 to 5, when you get home at 5, 6 p.m. in the afternoon, stop wasting time, get to work, learn new skills, become better, gain more knowledge, and start creating a business or a side hustle to increase your income. If this hits home, give this video a like, comment, share, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.